That was really fucking loud for some reason. Hey, it's Rachel! What's up? Thanks. Is it, too loud? Also, I had to just... This is so loud. Headset, please. There we go. Happy Thanksgiving! How's that? Better? I don't know why that track was so fucking loud. Need that folder, but... I ate just the right amount, because I've gotten really good at not... There it is! Found it. My PC was like, excuse me, why did you delete things? Yeah, my neighbors downstairs were super nice, and they invited me to come to their family's Thanksgiving, so I didn't have to eat alone. So, you know, that was nice. Oh, yeah, and for some reason my Photoshop got really fucked up, and I'm not really sure what happened here, but we... What's the matter? Did you think I left you? Hang on, my cats. Here, come on. Hang out in here. Well, you can kick the mouse, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do. I heard her, like, screaming from the hallway. She was very upset that I left her today. She did not appreciate being left alone at the house with no one to feed her, so she didn't eat until about 10 minutes ago. When she normally eats at 6 o'clock on the dot, she didn't get to eat until, like, right now. So, she was not happy with me. I made these blueberry muffins today, and they were... It's literally right next to the laptop, honestly. Like, I just put my Zelda blanket that Alex got me for Christmas that one year, and I just put it, next to the... Or was it for my birthday? I don't know. She got it for me as a present, and it's my favorite thing I've ever gotten. But now it's my cat's favorite thing, so... A cat cam would be pretty sweet. We're making twisty buildings, by the way. That's the plan here. Perspective does not exist, apparently. I don't know what perspective is anymore, and that's fine. She does. That was an excellent blanket. So this one can have floors that are... Yeah. As I opened up my OBS and I saw that, as I saw that I still had Eldritch selected, I almost started to play Eldritch. We almost did that instead of art. Hi, Briar Patch. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. Random. Hey, Dire Crow. Welcome. Yeah, it's coming together. We're getting there. We have 3 whole Axies and 3 whole friends tonight. Can't complain about that. Maybe more than that. I can only see 3 people chatting right now. I don't know. Nope, 3 whole friends. Hey, you know what? 3 whole friends is great. 3 whole friends is 3 more friends than I had 5 minutes ago. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving / regular Thursday? Hopefully for those of you whose day was just a regular Thursday, it was a pretty good regular Thursday. I want one really big, tall one in the distance. Maybe it'll just be like a silhouette of a thing. Couple real big, tall ones all the way in the back. Maybe. I feel like this one's the only one that's gonna have any sort of detail on it. Oh, Briar Patch, no. I sort of have a plan here, so just go with it for a second. You think it's too much? I feel like the building in the middle should be bigger. But I wouldn't know how to make it bigger. Because I don't want it to go off the screen necessarily. Let me start drawing in some big dark lines for the vines and we'll see how I feel. Hopefully being exiled to the children's table wasn't all bad. I was about to tell you that sounded correct, but I actually don't know how you use the word brang in a sentence, so I don't know if that was correct. It sounded— I knew what you meant. But, I feel like at least one of these vines has to be, like, crushing a building in half. Just being trapped at a trampoline sounds hilarious. I was thinking I might put one big one there. You know, another one to maybe match that one. Maybe not. Interesting. Don't let me forget, these guys have to get- we have to put clothing on these guys at some point. Sort of feel like... sort of feel like I don't know what I'm doing. While not necessarily a bad thing, the round buildings threw me for a loop a little bit. Hits are brutal, dude. I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, maybe if I put a building in the front, that might help. So, take this building. Oh, and Rachel, you earlier said nice music. You can thank Dire Crow for that. Dire Crow is the unofficial artsyaxolotl DJ. Well, actually, you're more like the official DJ. Oh, good. I'm glad you got the tank cleaned up. But that was kind of a pain. One. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the playlists a little bit calm. Not necessarily that there can't be like epic music in it, just I don't want like really intense dark things, but we always take requests. Not have drawn that on that layer. Hold up. Can you please select a different size brush, please? Thanks. I think that's a lot more interesting. IMO. Yesterday I was trying to fight it. Today I'm not fighting it. I was driving home from this party, and my Pandora was like playing everything. It was playing such good music. I was so excited. Like, usually on my way to work, my music is like, I'm skipping every other song because the stupid Pandora can't figure out what it wants to do. Another two going up here is to take up the space. Wonder why the heater was being weird. I've never had too much trouble with my heaters, so I don't know what will cause that. Erase that building. I was like, oh, I should probably not draw on that layer, and then I drew on that layer anyway, so... Whoops. The curse of drawing with too many layers. How are all your pets doing now that you've got them all cleaned up? Briar. Sounds like they're doing better. So a street lamp of some description is going to go there. Trash can. And something will go here. And then I have to destroy all of this with vines. Do this guy because he's easy. It'd be really sad if they didn't remember to feed them regularly, but I guess based on how you said your family thinks of these animals, I'm not surprised they didn't get fed. Or babies. By doing that, I changed that to a 4-point font. Hopefully they recover. I don't know if saltwater snails are different, but out of curiosity, do they ever lose the little doors? Or are your saltwater? But do they ever lose little doors on their shells? Is that a thing that happens? Like, do they just lose those every now and then? Like, shed them, almost? I'm only asking because every now and then I find one in my tank, and I don't know where it comes from. Like, I don't know if somebody's losing it, or if they shed it on purpose. No one seems bothered, like, all the snails are fine. But... just wondered if you knew, maybe. Gotcha. I have to assume they must shed them at some point, because they're never damaged, you know? Like, the snails are fine. They're big enough that I think they belong to the two saltwater turbo snails, and neither of them seem bothered by it. Nobody really picks on them, so... I mean, they're so big, the snails don't pick a fight with them. Not that the snails would... Not that the shrimp would ever lose a fight against a snail, it's just... They don't even bother, because it's not worth it. No, they're not gonna get anything out of it. The snail isn't that exciting. It's too much effort, I think, for what it is. Must be a saltwater thing, or something's wrong with my snails. The host of the Thanksgiving party I went to was showing me she just started up a freshwater tank a couple months ago, not a freshwater, a saltwater tank a couple months ago, so she was showing me her tank. It was really cool. My shrimp pick fights with each other also. Mostly it's the peppermint shrimp versus the skunk cleaner shrimp, though. Like, the skunk cleaner shrimp will fight anybody for food. I have seen them steal the food from the hermit crabs. The hermit crabs don't give a shit, but I've seen them do it. The funniest thing that happens is when, I think, when I put the algae pellets in, and, like, Wanda's like a funny little, like, angry bean, you know? She's got the little pouty, you know, clownfish face. But she's this little angry bean. Clownfish. Little, small, angry bean. And she will, if I like crack up an algae pellet, she will like grab it because she thinks she can eat it, but it's too big for her stupid mouth. So she just runs around with a big, huge piece of algae pellet in her mouth like this, and she just swims forever. And it's like, Wanda, put it down. It doesn't fit in your mouth. You can't eat it. Put it down. And she's just the angriest little bean, and if you try to go after her to, like, get it away from her because you're afraid she's... Like, the first time she did it, I thought she was gonna choke on it. She immediately dropped it and then bit me, so... You know, that's basically my clownfish in a nutshell. She's just an angry bean. That's what I've been calling her lately. They're just little pods of anger. I love when the shrimp ride on the snails. That's great. They're like a little car for the snail. Or a car for the, shrimp, rather, the other one. That's awesome. They must recognize it as food, but it doesn't fit in their mouths, so it doesn't matter. You know, like, you still can't eat it, friend. Oh, my fish love those algae wafers, man. See, now that I have another building to reference, the whole circles thing, ellipsoids, it's not as difficult. I mean, it's still gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's not as difficult as it was the last time. That's hilarious. Is that like a normal behavior for a betta fish? I've never had one. Beta fish? Beta? Beta? I don't know why I pronounced it stupid the first time I said it. Probably because I'm tired and full of turkey. Yo, speaking of that, oh my god. Jenny made, she made smoked turkey. So there was like one turkey that was just like regular roasted turkey, and the other one was a smoked turkey. Oh my god, the smoked turkey was like the best thing I've ever had in my life. Like, historically, my family's turkeys have been quite dry. And, oh my god, that smoked turkey was so moist. It was just the perfect. It was just perfect. It was amazing. It's been a long time since I had turkey that good. Interesting. I know you can get, oh, what are they called? Gobies. Saltwater gobies, they'll do that. These little cutie pies? They'll take, like, big sand, they'll dive under the rocks and they'll come back up with like a mouthful of sand and they'll just clear out a little hole to live in. I kind of wanted to get one for a little while, but I don't know, it would be another fish in my tank, so I'd constantly be fighting the nitrates. I just decided I didn't want to do it. Looks really flat for some reason. Like, the other one looks really round because I used an ellipsoid like I made a template for it, but this one doesn't look quite... Can I erase it? I'll start it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, zoomed in too much. Too much zoom. Unzoom. Never heard of a gourami. Look it up. Oh yeah, those guys are so cool. They're like the classic salt freshwater fish, I think. Yeah, they're neat. Can't spot heal brush. Yeah, that's probably because I wasn't trying to spot heal, sorry. Just be smart about this. This entire piece is just like fuck perspective. Who needs perspective? Fuck it. You can take your perspective and because the perspective in this drawing makes like no sense at all. But also, I don't care. I didn't know what the name of those fish were, by the way. I knew of them, I did not know what they were called. Side of that's really bothering me, and I'm not sure why. No? Don't get any more undo layers? Alright. That's fine, I guess. From Wind Waker. Oh, not Wind Waker. What is this from? This is Dreamland. Okay. I don't know why I thought this was Zelda for some reason. I thought this was Skyward Sword for like a half a second. Speaking of Zelda, why does everybody give Skyward Sword so much shit? Like, now that I'm listening to the song thinking that it was something it wasn't, why do people give Skyward Sword so much shit? That game was really good. I liked it. Gotcha. I don't know why I thought it was Skyward Sword for a second. I can get away with this. Smaller. Rotate the building. Yeah, fuck it. How did you manage that? I'll have to split it. use your words. Think about your words before you start to use them. I'll have to rearrange the plants on the top layer so it doesn't look like I copied and pasted this, but I definitely copied and pasted this. I guess that makes sense. I don't know, I remember really enjoying it. I remember not minding too much that you had to go back to different areas, I guess. I guess it didn't bother me that much, but I guess now that you say it like that, I can see why people didn't like it. I don't know, I wasn't my favorite Zelda game by any stretch, certainly. I didn't think it was, like, a masterpiece. I just didn't think it was as bad as everybody said it was. It's certainly not the weakest Zelda title. That also. My favorite Zelda game is still Wind Waker. Yeah. How to Cheat at Art by the Artsyaxolotl. Also, Rachel, how did you know I was streaming? I didn't even post it anywhere. I was just like, well, it's 9:30. I guess I could draw for a little while. I didn't really expect to see you in the chat just because, like, I don't know, because I didn't say anything. I was just like, well, maybe someone will come. Trying really hard not to make a tangent with that stupid leaf. Stalking me from, you know, from beyond. Oh, okay. I was like, how did you find out? How did you know? Windows in here. Windows. Those are just gonna be blocks of light in a little while. Those are the same tops. Yeah, you're also psychic, that's all it is. You could have just said you were psychic and I would have believed you. You should still join the Discord, even though you don't have a Discord, you should still join it. The Axie stack is a fun place. I don't think I've ever had as much fun doing anything as I have being in the Axie stack. And I'm not just saying that to, like, be cheesy. Like, it's actually super fun. You guys have some excellent game recommendations, and I'm gonna check out the Steam store after this, see if there's anything I want to pick up. Because everything's like $5. I can afford a game for like $5. I cannot afford a game for like $50. Alright. How How to cheat at art. Part 2. If you don't like a thing, you can afford to do it. Flip it. There. Now, it's definitely different. Totally new building. Original building. Do not steal. Created from scratch by me. Did not copy. Did not paste. Don't worry about it. Even though I just caught it live on camera, that I literally just copied, pasted, and rotated that building because I didn't want to do it again. We don't really use the voice chat all that much, honestly. We just use it like a texting thing. How to make a Kirby building look different in 0.4 seconds. Flip the tip. That's your Photoshop rule for the day. That's your Photoshop tip for the day. When in doubt, flip the tip. I don't know if that sounds dirty or not. It kind of does, and I'm kind of not that upset about it. Okay, let's now let's cheat. Horizontal. This building was definitely here the whole time. I know it's super weird that I didn't draw this building first, but you know, I was just feeling this one, so that's how we ended up with this one done. I definitely drew that. Or if I put the building over here, then nobody will suspect a thing. These buildings are going to be silhouetted in the background anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mostly just need the shape of the building, actually. Just the tip. Only flip the tip. I mean, I guess you could flip the rest of it if you really want to, but you only gotta flip the tip. It's getting there, slowly but surely. The Binding of Isaac music's really good. By the way. I'd also put like one wall building right here, just like a... The perspective in this illustration makes no sense, so I don't think it matters. Go extreme. Very extreme. That's better. I think it's on shuffle, so maybe. If it's not on shuffle, I don't know why. I wonder if we can get away with doing that for this building. How far can the cheating go? Has science gone too far? There's some strangely phallic buildings, actually. Now that we're talking about it, just make them bigger. They need to be smaller with more layers. Can you get away with it? Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. Do not worry about it. I'm fine. All is well. Why draw 6 buildings when you can draw 1? Every architect ever wished they could say. I think what's happening is that the I think the shuffle website I'm using now, because I'm not shuffling through YouTube anymore. I think the shuffle really just wants me to play Binding of Isaac. I think that's really what it is. I think it's a good idea to have tons of stuff in the playlist, honestly, just so that we don't ever... So we won't hear the same stuff all the time, you know? Like, right now I think we have a really good mix of stuff. And there's a lot going on with them, so I think it's good. I'm pleased with what you've got. But, you know, you're always adding stuff to it, and that's also cool. There are so many good ones. Binding of Isaac's one of those games that has really good music. Just in general. I don't know if my floors got messed up there. So did anybody else see that there's a Animal Crossing mobile game? Because I'm kind of hype about that. And okay, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. Can't download it though, because it's not compatible with my phone currently. It's pretty lame. But I saw that it exists. One of these days I want to stream Animal Crossing just so you guys can see my town. Like, we don't even have to do, like, a full actual stream. I just want to do it just one time so you guys can see my town. I'm so excited about my town. It came out so good. I'm very proud of it. That had nothing to do with anything, I thought of it. I'm hoping in the next few weeks I can just get a new phone. I need a new phone anyway, because my phone's really outdated. I mean, I still have a 5C, so, you know, it's sort of time for a new phone. We're waiting to see if we're waiting to see if any of the phones go on sale for Black Friday, though. I haven't really heard anything about it, like, you know, if it's good or bad, or, you know, neither, or... Well, hello, kitty cat. What's up? Get the save key before you go breaking everything. Today I got to play with not one, but 2 doggos. And that was pretty sweet. I don't know how long you're gonna actually see these, but... Makes it look like people live here, so... Fuzzies. Hey Rachel, you're right, I do need a kitty cat cam, because right now she's squishing her blanket, and it's super cute. Okay, let's slap some vines in here. I already got 1 vine, I gotta do the other ones now. Thinking about how I want to place them. Here, all right. You can stay on red. It's okay. Actually, no, we can't stay on red. Let's do the vines in blue, so I can see them. not too bad. It's a little bit, I think it's a little, I don't know, kind of chill, intense. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I didn't mind it, I was kind of focused, like, listening to it. Let me give you an example of something that's maybe too much. You know? Like, well, here's a good example. So as soon as I grabbed a playlist called Video Game Music Remixes. As soon as you open this, it leads with this song. And I like this song a lot. I really like the music from Metal Gear Solid. But this doesn't feel like cute axolotl drawing. You know? Like, it's a good song, it just starts out a little too intense. I don't know. It's not that I don't like that stuff, it's just that, like, because I do. I listen to, like, you know, intense stuff somewhat casually also. It's just, I was trying to avoid it for more of the aesthetic of the channel. You know, if everybody's gonna come hang out and have a good time, I want sort of cooler, you know, even that last song that you were a little like, oh, well, maybe it's too much. It was more kind of like a, it had more of like a cool vibe to it, so it was fine by me. That one was good. Yeah. Yeah, like if we ever do something super intense and I need, like, you know, the Axie stack is going to save the world music, then heck yeah. I feel like I should have more of these vines, like, digging into the building, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like this needs to be, like, busted, so that it looks like the vine is, like, crashing through. Like, I had this one kind of look like it was, like, chipped through the wall a little bit. Like, it looks like it goes on the porch and curls around. This one doesn't really look like that too much. 5 gallons is absolutely 1000% not enough space. Not even a little bit. You need, like, minimum 15 gallons. If you want to save yourself the time and a lot of headache, get a 20-gallon long and put 2 slabs of just like tile. Actually, a 15-gallon might be all right. Get something that is at least how big are those tiles? If you have a Home Depot, go to Home Depot and look at the tiles that you use for, like, a porch, like the deck tiles, and look for the slate tiles and see how big they are. I think they're a foot by a foot, but I don't think that's correct now that I'm saying it out loud. But get a tank that you can just put 2 of those in the bottom of. It's so much easier. I think for a 15-gallon, we didn't have to cut those. But for a 20-gallon, we had to get 3 and shave a little off the side of one, or else they didn't fit. Do I have any pictures of Eve's tank setup? Handy. Actually. Oh, yes, I do. They're in my Google Drive. Un momento. Yeah, tell your roommate that there's no way she's gonna be able to keep one in 5 gallons. They get too big. And they get big very fast. It's not like cold water. You have to keep them below 70. If you live somewhere where it gets hot, get a computer fan and just, like, mount that to the lid. see, this is Steve's tank currently. So we got these slate tiles. This is one. So we have 1, 2, and then like a half a one. And my dad, you don't have to silicone them to the bottom, but I did. We siliconed them to the bottom. My dad had a tool to be able to cut the stone. If you guys can't do it yourself, or if that's not something you're into, you can just do sand. But the slate's really easy to clean up, and you don't have to worry about it. So I opted for that, and then we just glued this piece on to make it look pretty. Yeah, you're supposed to keep them under 70 degrees. If they go over 70 degrees, they get a little agitated. It doesn't hurt them. It's just they don't like it as much. So in the summertime when it gets hot, I have this little fan up here. It's 2 computer fans, and they just plug into the wall. They're mounted on the lid with a big magnet, and it just blows across the top of the water and forces the water to evaporate, which cools the water down. And then, so that lowers the tank maybe 4 degrees, and then if it needs to be lower than that, I keep 4 frozen water bottles in the freezer and just rotate them out throughout the day to keep him cool. If I have to go to work, then he just has to suffer through the day with not ideal tank conditions, but you need to keep them around 70. Yeah, even 10 gallons is a little small. They can get up to a foot long. So you need to give them a lot of space to be able to turn around. Even this tank, which is a 20-gallon long, even this is too small. I really should have Steve in a 25, but I don't have space for a 25, so I don't. They need a big tank because they need to be able to turn around. That's really the only reason you need a big tank for them, is because they have a really hard time turning around otherwise. Because they're dumb. But yeah, I would definitely encourage her to not do that if she can help it. They come in lots of cool colors. The axolotls are really interesting like that. They have so many neat variants. There's actually a cool website that shows a bunch of different, like, rare hybrids also. I like the wild types a lot. Sometimes these like speckles on their heads get like a gold color, like they're shiny, almost like little flecks of like gold, which is pretty cool. Lewistic's the most common one everybody sees. Albino. I have a little more than that. Where's the page that has all the colors? There we go. Some of them have really huge gills, and I don't know why Steve's gills are so tiny, but Steve has little baby gills. There's the white albino and the yellow albino. Melanoid Steve isn't melanoid. He has a little bit more purple in his gills for some reason. Again, I don't know why his gills are so tiny. Nobody seems to think that's a problem, so I'm fine with it, but he has teeny little gills. You can get glow-in-the-dark ones. And there's these speckly ones. And then there's been a couple really rare ones that you see on the forums sometimes, like this guy who's split straight down the middle. Mosaics are really cool. But they can't have babies. Piebald's pretty cool. Dalmatian. And then this guy. This is new. I've never seen a firefly. Firefly axolotls are one of a kind. The axolotls were produced by Lloyd Stroll II from Indiana. These are one-of-a-kind axolotls that are not genetically modified. They're reproduced by embryonic grafting. Disney axolotls are being produced as conducting a preliminary investigation to reduce. Oh, it makes their tails a different color. Oh, that's so funny. How weird is that? Does not actually exist. Actually a mudkip. Snails can be really interesting. If she's not gonna do snails, if she wants like something like a small critter like that, even hermit crabs are a better choice than cramming an axolotl into a tiny tank. I don't know how she feels about hermit crabs. Snails and crabs are a good beginner choice. Especially if you don't have a lot of room. Because if you do the proper amount of research, they're actually really easy to take care of. You just have to do the research. Which is a problem that occurs a lot. A lot of times people don't want to do the research, and so they don't. You know, their thing ends up being too much work, but they don't want to admit that. Actually, that's a good one. This guy, maybe? I wish, Mereneth was here to tell me. I was kind of just thinking, you know, what if... I feel like I should draw some little people up here for scale. That's actually super cute. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know they're so interesting. Not that I didn't think they could be interesting, I just didn't know. I didn't need to draw that little one down there because I'm just going to cover it with a spike. Coloring is either going to be really easy or really hard, and there's not going to be any reasonable in between. It's either going to be a pain in the ass or it's going to be awesome. Alright, let's do... We're gonna mask out this area now. See what this looks like with all the vines on it. Usually with cityscapes, I have the most trouble with the sketching because I have to get the perspective exactly correct or it doesn't come out right. But this might go okay. Back up to the top. guess it's looking pretty good. The composition's a little goofy. Wasn't quite what I was picturing, but sort of okay with it. Little friend is very big. Would it be really horrible of me to make, like, one of these have, like, the people falling out of the... They'll be, like, hanging. I'm not gonna do it. That would make me a terrible person. Put, like, one person down here, like, running. There's so much going on in this sketch right now, it's a little hard to see what I'm doing. Yeah. I feel like I need more, like, destruction going on. I think I need more, like, things flying around and chunks falling off of stuff. I feel like I need, like, one building that got, like, crushed in half or something. And if I was gonna put that anywhere, it would be, like, in here, but... Put this back and save. Did it by accident? Okay, reselect. Could be. that helps a little bit. Kind of have the vine almost like picking up the building. I guess the other thing I can do is I can, you know, as I'm working on the line art and stuff, I can start adding more, like, rubble rock falling down. I imagine there would be a lot more of, like, you know, chunks of things falling. That's looking pretty good. Does anybody know if Mereneth's in, Alright, let's, really quick. One more thing. I'm gonna go through and, put a tonal drawing over all of this. Yeah, actually, that would be a great idea. I should probably start doing that. I didn't want to, like, drive you guys crazy with, notifications. So messy. Oh god, it looks so bad when you make it all dark. That would be a good use for Discord. I should probably start doing that. I'm just gonna smear in some tonal drawings just so I can tell what's what, and then, we'll discuss. I didn't post that I was streaming anywhere just because I got home so late and I was kind of just like, well, I'll draw and if anybody shows up, they can show up, but I didn't have any serious plans to stream because it was a holiday. What's going on, Nugget? Now that you're here, what's up? Fine. Not what anything is. Sometimes you gotta just lay around, you know? Sometimes that's just the kind of day you're having. It is a holiday, so, you you know, this is the best day to lay around if that's what you're gonna do. Probably looks like a horrible sloppy mess at the moment, though. That makes it a little easier to see. Yeah, dude, you should work on some stuff for your world. Something in between that and that. Covered up the sky down there by accident. And each of the buildings would have like little, you know, patches of light tone in it. I just realized that that poor soul got picked up in the building, not intentionally, mind you, but I did it by accident. Okay, that gives me a little bit better idea of where everything resides spatially. Now you can kind of tell what's what now. Oh, that lantern is inside of his hand. Whoops. Okay, so the only thing left to do in this is to give the characters clothing. And then, obviously, move on to the things like the line art, but... It's a cool, big, giant mess. This is gonna look disgusting when Yep, it looks disgusting when you take that layer off. Let's pop that all in that sketch folder. What's this? Oh, that is... back. Thanks. Those layers. This is the sketch. Now I have that to work off of, so we can line art another day. That's gonna bug me, and I'm gonna come back and forget that I did it. So let me just... I'm gonna come down here to do the line art on him tomorrow or whatever, and tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, and I'm gonna not remember to fix that. So let's just fix it now while I'm sitting here. Okay. Well, there we go. There's where I'm at on Mereneth's thing. It's 11 o'clock here, and I could stay up a little bit longer, but I'm really tired. I interacted with too many people today, and now I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I did that challenge just because I had nothing else to draw, and that was super fun. So you should totally do that. I thought about, like... And then I ended up with, like, a million commissions to do. But I thought about doing, like, all my favorite type, like, runner-ups. Because, like, for normal type, I was so torn between doing, like, Porygon or Ditto. And I ended up going for Ditto, but I really like Porygon. Because I like the story behind the evolution. Or, like... favorite psychic type, I was really torn between Lugia and Mewtwo, but I can't not put Lugia on my list, so Mewtwo lost, you know? So, like, I thought about doing, like, my runner-ups also. But, yeah. So, alright, I'm gonna get ready for bed, because I'm sleepy. So, thanks for coming to hang out with me. Sorry I didn't, alert in the stack. I will start, I'll start posting when I'm streaming in the Axie stack so that you guys don't miss it. I don't know why I kept forgetting to do it. I guess it just didn't occur to me, but I'll start doing it now so then you guys definitely know when I'm going. Do you think I should make a separate channel for that, or do you think I should just do it right in general? I also had not considered that as an option. Yeah, they're all on my Tumblr somewhere. I can just show them to you if you want to see them. Let's see. Pokemans? Got the water type. Got the rock type. This one's my favorite, to be honest. I'm so happy with this. My favorite fighting type. Of course, favorite ground type. I drew Pyukumuku just because I felt like it. Favorite ghost type. I made that for a cover for a book that looked like shit, so I fixed it. It's my team from a different game. I don't know why that's in there. Why are these so fucking tiny? Why is that so fucking tiny? Jesus. Favorite dragon type. Favorite fairy type. I don't know who my favorite fairy type would have been before this game came out, but I drew Rowlet in a hood. Favorite grass type. No, favorite grass type. This was like a 6-month difference, by the way. Like, I drew Rowlet when the game first came out, and then I drew Rowlet later. It was pretty great. That ended up in this folder. Favorite flying type. Favorite poison type. I'm pretty proud of that too. Wooper variants. Favorite electric type. This is my least favorite of the ones we worked on. And my favorite dark type. Where's my favorite steel type? Oh, there's more. Favorite steel type. Favorite ice type. I found a Celesteela on Wonder Trade one time. Favorite bug type. Favorite normal type. Shine and not shine. And favorite ghost type. No, favorite fire type. The other one. So there you go. They're there. They're all in my folder. You now saw them all on stream. They're on my Tumblr somewhere though. Also, all of them are there. So, I think I posted most of them on my DeviantArt. I didn't post them anywhere else though. Mostly because I didn't think to, but That's them. That's all them. No, where was Lugia? Oh, Lugia's in the wrong folder for some reason. I keep forgetting to move him, I think. Lugia's in there somewhere. He's my favorite psychic type. Who should have been a water type, but whatever. Where did that even go? Oh. I don't remember. Lugia's somewhere. There he is! There's also a version with bubbles. Get it? So there you go. Yeah, if you wanna look, they're on my Tumblr. So, all right, I'm going to bed for real this time. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving or just a good day in general. And I am not gonna be back tomorrow because I'm doing games with my family, I think. So I will be back on Saturday. Saturday will start at 8:30 like any other day. I'll make sure I'm here for stream day on at 8:30. And we'll just stream till whenever. I think I'm just gonna do all art on Saturday. I don't think I'm gonna try to play games. I think I want to just take a big chunk out of this kind of stuff. So we'll just do all art for a couple. Excuse me, I didn't mean to hit you guys. for a couple hours on Saturday. So have a good Friday, and I will hopefully see you guys Saturday night. All right, bye.